Prologue. I'd always liked my name. As a kid, at sailing camp in the late 1970s, everybody called me Trump. It was a source of pride, not because the name was associated with power and real estate. Back then, my family was unknown outside of Brooklyn and Queens, but because something about the sound of it suited me. A tough 6-year-old afraid of nothing. In the 1980s, when I was in college and my uncle Donald had started branding all of his buildings in Manhattan, my feelings about my name became more complicated. 30 years later, on April 24, 2017, I was in the quiet car of an Amtrak train headed to Washington, D.C. for a family dinner at the White House. 10 days earlier, I had received an email inviting me to a birthday celebration for my aunt, Marianne, turning 80, and Elizabeth, turning 75. Their younger brother, Donald, had occupied the Oval Office since January. After I emerged into Union Station with its vaulted ceilings and black and white marble floors, I passed a vendor who had set up an easel with buttons for sale. My name in a red circle with a red slash through it, deport Trump, dump Trump, and Trump is a witch. I put on my sunglasses and picked up my pace. I took a cab to the Trump International Hotel, which was comping my family for one night. After checking in, I walked through the atrium and looked up at the glass ceiling and the blue sky beyond. The 3-tiered crystal chandeliers that hung from the central beam of interconnected girders arching overhead cast a soft light. On one side, armchairs, settees, and couches, royal blue, robin's egg blue, ivory, were arranged in small groups. On the other, tables and chairs circled a large bar where I was later scheduled to meet my brother. I had expected the hotel to be vulgar and gilded. It wasn't. My room was also tasteful, but my name was plastered everywhere, on everything. Trump shampoo, Trump conditioner, Trump slippers, Trump shower cap, Trump shoe polish, Trump sewing kit, and Trump bathrobe. I opened the refrigerator, grabbed a split of Trump white wine, and poured it down my Trump throat so it could course through my Trump bloodstream and hit the pleasure center of my Trump brain. After an hour later, I met my brother, Frederick Christ Trump III, whom I've called Fritz since we were kids, and his wife Lisa. Soon we were joined by the rest of our party, my aunt Marianne, the eldest of Fred and Mary Trump's 5 children, and a respected federal appeals court judge, my Uncle Robert, the baby of the family, who for a short time had been one of Donald's employees in Atlantic City before leaving on bad terms in the early 1990s, and his girlfriend, my Aunt Elizabeth, the middle Trump child, and her husband, Jim, my cousin, David Desmond, Marianne's only child and the oldest Trump grandchild, and his wife, and a few of my aunt's closest friends,